Oh man, they over there cutting the grass over there, huh?
Man.
Over there landscaping the estate. They gonna be out there all day, man.
Nah, it's not even our jump, man. It's some shit on the other side.
Oh, okay. Get this mic. Yo, yo, yo.
What's going on? We back.
What's going on? People back for another week.
A beautiful Monday.
Beautiful. What the hell? Beautiful Monday, man. Welcome back. Week what is it? Week 13's
Week 13.
Overreaction Monday. Damn, this season flying by, man.
Shit,
Flying by.
you know how I be. November, December, man.
Facts.
They always fly by.
Cats start separating themselves, man. Yours truly, Darius Butler, one half of the Man to Man pod. Got my co-host AB back with us. Glad to have you back, big bro.
Man,
How you been,
appreciate
man?
it. Man, good, man. Went to the Mexico, man, for a wedding, man. Seen my boy jump off that bridge, man. No life jacket.
Ooh.
But
I like it.
Yeah, had a good time.
That's good, man. Glad to have you back, safe and sound.
For sure.
Man, let's come into this week, man. Let a couple people jump in here, man. But we here every Monday morning, 11 o'clock. We actually got an episode coming for y'all Tuesday too with a special guest. And then Thursday we got a Thursday night game, a good Thursday night game this week. It's the Rams and the Patriots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rams Patriots this week. So yeah, man. So yeah, let's get right to it, man. You already know where we starting. we don't spoke on these guys and coach the organization, Coach Gates, the Jets. I know Jets fans are happy this Monday morning. They almost got that win, boy. It was close, man. How you feel about that cover zero call, man, at the end of the game, end of the Jets game?
That's why I say I don't believe in the word guru, man. Man, I don't know Greg Williams, man. I can possibly see why, you're going to try to put the pressure on and get home, but you always know with that cover zero, man, if you don't get home, it's rough. And then we practice those situations every Saturday. Mm-hmm. Every Saturday you practice those situations defensively. Last play of the game, what are we going to do? We're going to get 4 DBs back, and we're going to wish for the best. But the cover zero, man, that was a dumb call. Obviously, you can see that's the way their season been going. I don't know what the hell they were thinking about.
That was egregious. Like, I don't, if that call comes in to you at the end of the game.
I'm switching.
I already know what time it is.
I'm switching the call. I'll deal with that after the game. I'll deal with that in the locker room as a vet, as a defensive captain, or one of the guys that has a voice on that defense. Mm-hmm. I am not calling. I'm not relaying that call. Or even if the linebacker calls that call, I'm saying no, we're not running that.
That's the one you get where it's like 0, 0. No. Check. Hey, yo, check.
Yeah.
Mayday.
Yeah, not at all.
Mayday. Hey, y'all get GTFB.
Yeah,
right?
Get the F back.
Get the F back, man. Like,
they had no timeouts left.
No timeouts.
So yeah, you get back and win the game.
Man. Yeah, and a lot of people were saying like, it was. I made probably some jokes about it yesterday too about them tanking, or it was a tank call and they trying to secure the pick. But tanking comes from the front office. Tanking comes from the top. The players, the coaches, they not tanking, because Greg Williams, as horrible as that call was, them getting Trevor Lawrence next year and the number 1 draft pick, that does nothing.
He's not going to see him.
He won't see him. He'll be out of the building before
he be out of the building. Yeah, he ain't gonna see him.
Same thing for the players. Players not out there thinking like, oh yeah, man, let's get this L so we can get a great draft pick next. I mean, Denzel Mims probably.
Oh shit!
Is that real?
That's real.
You got to check it out. I don't know. You got to check it out because it's a lot of Pump fake
Uh-oh.
account.
Uh-oh. You know what? Greg Wills probably did that shit on purpose.
Maybe he wanted to get the hell up out of
Maybe he wanted to get out of there. Like, man, look, I'm called cover zero.
Maybe, man, but that shit was wild, man. The Raiders
Yeah.
snuck one out. And something about Raiders traveling, man, traveling to the East Coast. They haven't played well. You know, they got smacked by the Falcons by 40. Every time they make their cross country trip, it's been ugly on them. But yeah, they
And
stuck it out yesterday.
as you know, traveling cross country not easy.
It's
You
not. It's
know,
tough.
it's not easy. And then especially when you travel, I know a lot of times when we were with the coach, we travel across country. We would still travel on Saturday.
Oh man, I hated that, bro. We did that with
Yeah,
Seattle, and I'm like, come on, bro.
yeah. I know when I was when I was to San Fran, that was the first time I experienced traveling on a Friday. And I thought it was a lot better. Help the
Whole
body,
lot better.
yeah, get the body acclimated to the time change and stuff like that. So that definitely could be a possibility. But shit, I guess that firing of Greg Williams might be legit.
You saw it?
Nah, I'm about
But
to
yeah,
look
man,
at it now.
that's terrible, man. And like we talked about the traveling, for the Raiders, obviously the Jets, they've been terrible all year. But I don't understand why most teams or every team, if I'm running a team and we're traveling across the country, I don't care which way. I don't care if we're gaining time or losing time, because I know one of the things coaches would say is, "Oh, we're going from the East Coast to the West Coast, so we should be fine because you know the doctors say this and they say that." And man, look, man, I need a whole day of just getting my feet up under me, sleeping, knowing the time difference, like just being used to it, eating. Just a whole day. So getting there Friday, sleeping, waking up on Saturday, going through your whole routine, walk through, blah, 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 and then getting that sleep and then waking up on Sunday. That's a lot better for me.
No, it is. It is. It is. It is. Shit, I don't see nothing yet, but
Okay. Yeah,
it probably
before
came, probably came up on ESPN or something. But yeah.
before we move on, I gotta look at this play real quick. I gotta see the replay because this is
What's the Jets?
yeah, we gotta go over this real quick.
And
'Cause it wasn't even
but
a
even
good
the corner,
cover
but
zero.
even the corner though, it's like why you biting on a double move? Like that's just a situation of football where
How old is that Lamar Jackson? What year is this for him? Anybody in here
third,
know? I know is it you said third?
Oh, you talking about the corner?
The corner, yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not sure. But bruh,
I'm gonna share this screen real quick.
it's 5 seconds left. You up by? Oh, he's a rookie.
Yeah, so I can't put that on him, man. I can't put that on him. The coach put him in a terrible situation.
He did, but you are on the field.
Can you see the screen?
It looks all right. There you go.
Good.
Yeah. First of
All right,
all,
so
he's
all right. You tell us the issues right here.
all right. The issues for me right now, the corners, y'all are he too tight. He need to back up.
Back your ass up. The
Back your
4-2
ass up. 4-2. Get to the 20-yard line. Put your heels on
here. He needs at least here.
Put your heels on the 20-yard line. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. And this guy right here,
he's in no man's land.
Exactly. No man. This is absolutely no man's land. You can help no one here because your man responsibility in cover zero is either this guy or that guy. And right now, the Raiders have 7 people to block. This is like a max protection set, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So when you sitting there, you're not adding on to the rush. You're not helping anybody. And poor Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he left his corner out to dry.
Yeah, that's bad call.
He would have got
absolutely poor execution. But I mean, bro, you 6 yards from the line of scrimmage, dude. So those are the major issues right there, man. But that was I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe what I saw, man.
Yeah, that was.
I could not believe what I saw. That was crazy. How I turn this on?
Yeah, that was ugly.
Screen share off?
Yeah, it's off. It's off.
Yeah, that was wild, man. But yeah, a couple people done said Greg Williams got canned, so I believe it now. And I got what is it, 3, 4 more people?
Yeah,
See Mike
it's just
Houston too.
shit. Adam Gase needs to be right
Fired.
behind him.
Nah, they keep Adam Gase in there, baby. You know, Adam Gase got a job to do. He is locked in on his mission.
Oh man.
Well, he trying to win too, but he don't know any better. So yeah, man. That was wild.
That was
Obviously,
epic.
we got to move on from
Yeah,
that.
let's
That
keep
was
it
crazy.
moving. Let's
Yeah,
keep it moving.
y'all gonna hear about that all day.
Sure, let's go to the Cleveland Tennessee Titans game, man. Cleveland, real deal.
Real deal. I got to start putting some respect on the name, man.
Real deal. How you I know how you personally feel as far as Baker Mayfield as is, him playing the position, but honestly, bro, last couple games he been playing fairly well.
Man, this game was this game was Baker's probably his best game as a pro. It was an excellent game. I think they scored 5 touchdowns, and I think they scored in first 5 or 6 drives. Just came out, had commanded the offense. We talked about it last episode, or last time we were together. We went down our list of yearly awards, and the Browns got 2 of those awards: Executive of the Year, Andrew Berry. Been his first year. I'm giving him Executive of the Year in Cleveland, and then Coach of the Year. Stefanski's like third. He was third on my list. You had Mike Tomlin at 1. You had B Flores at 2. And that still remains the same at 1, 2, 3. But for them to be 9-3 right now, for Baker to come out and have that type of production and play well. Now, can he sustain it, or can he? I don't expect him to come out there and have that type of performance week in, week out. But if he can play close to that, this team is a serious contender. What you think?
Nah, for sure, man. 9-3, playing really good ball, and I think they're playing good team ball, complimentary ball. We always talk about that as well. Obviously, they second in division, but they keep playing the way they playing, man. It's gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough, a tough team to beat coming down the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they run the football well.
Great,
and they got
really good.
They got some good players on the defense. Still gelling, but some very, very good players. One of our defensive player of the year candidates over there with Myles Garrett. Denzel Ward, once he gets back in the fold, is a top flight cornerback. But when you got those 2 backs, that can give you a chance every week.
It helps everybody. It helps Baker. It helps the OC as far as play calling. Helps the defense.
I was about to say helps the defense.
It helps the defense. So keep them 2 healthy, man. That's a good recipe to get them W's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jimmy Dean said the Browns are frauds, though.
I mean, that's what a lot of people say. I've been picking against them all year. I tell you what, they make me look silly damn near every week. So
you picked them yesterday, huh? Oh, well, you picked Tennessee.
I picked them to cover. I picked Tennessee to win, but I picked they have Tennessee favored by like 5.5. So that was too much for me. So I definitely picked the Browns to cover that. Obviously they did. So I mean, you got team 9-3. You got to start taking them serious at this point. You don't look into that. You don't look into that. 0% chance, in my opinion, that Odell returns to that team.
Nah.
You know how I already feel about just that positional value, like that wide receiver position. I feel like a lot of times they are expendable, even regardless of how talented you are, because you think about some of the greatest players ever play this game. You look at, let's say, the top few of them. You look at a lot of the best receivers to play, they never won a ring, and it's hard to really build a team and build a Super Bowl championship roster around a big receiver contract. But so I think they move on for him, which I think will be good for both sides.
Yeah,
and, guys are stepping up.
How do you feel about that? You know what I mean? Obviously, you would love to have 2 dominant receivers. You know what I'm saying? Where you have guys that can put pressure on your defense. I feel as though, and I think you have to have a quarterback who'll be able to handle those big personalities too. You know what I'm saying? I think you never want to see a player get hurt, but not having OBJ in there, I think also kind of helps Baker mentality wise as well. You know what I mean? Not feeling that pressure where, I gotta feed the ball to OBJ. I gotta feed the ball to Juice. What you think about that? What's your opinion on that?
I mean, I think it helps him. I think Baker's. I think he's taking that leadership role, and I always go back to that moment when he threw a touchdown to somebody else, and he jogged over to Landry and Beckham like, "Hey man, be patient, be patient." So I think he was handling it well. And Odell has said time and time again, man, I just want to win. I just want to contribute to winning. And I believe him. I feel like the media tries to make him out to be more of an issue, more of a problem, more of a locker room problem or whatever than he actually is. When you look at it, he goes out there and plays his ass. He actually got hurt, trying to make a tackle on the damn interception. So, I definitely want the best for Odell. I think he's definitely gotten an unfair shake from the media. Most of the teammates that I've talked to love him. So, like I said, I think it'll be a good thing. Not that he's a bad fit or a bad locker room fit or anything like that, but I think it'll definitely be just a good thing for, just go different directions because they're not built to, if you look at them, they're not built to really feed two premier receivers. You got two premier running backs. You know what I mean? So that's how the team is built. So, I don't see him. I don't see that marriage lasting beyond this year.
Yeah.
Same thing with with my Giants taking with Saquon, but we're gonna get to that game. The next game we got to get to. The people. We've been talking about it. The Eagles. The Eagles, man. Obviously, they got beat up on by the Packers, but the quarterback situation at the Eagles is a real situation now. Been a lot of talk about it. Jalen Hurts getting a shot or even getting more playing time. How you feel that situation is gonna shake out?
Man, with him watching the game yesterday, him getting in the game, and I kind of always, talk about it, just giving a team a spark and a coach finding what that spark is. And I think they might have found that in Jalen Hurts, not saying that he's going to come in and he's going to, make their season.
Win a division and take them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's an overreaction. But I feel as though he will give them that spark. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Obviously, coach has got a tough decision. I read something this morning said, coach not ready to give him, ready to make that decision right now as far as who's going to be the starter. But I think right now where you at as the Eagles, man, you got to put Hurts in there. You got to put a young boy in there. But I'm gonna disagree on something that you tweeted earlier this morning.
NFC East. QB1. Jalen Hurts. Tell me one better. Who's the best quarterback in NFC right now? So obviously outside of that.
Okay, so you talking about the quarterbacks that's playing
available. I'm talking about who's out there now playing.
So when you tweet that shit, make sure you specify.
Nah, it's a hot take.
Now you got to specify.
Clickbait. Right I actually retweeted some clickbait, so it's
right now. We got Alex.
You gonna put Danny Dimes over him? Alex Smith, Carson Wentz.
Danny Dimes not playing right now though.
Andy Dalton. I mean, he'll be back probably next week.
I'm gonna put Danny Dimes over.
So Danny Dimes is the best quarterback in the NFC East right now.
Right now, that would be my pick.
All right,
right now.
I'm going Jalen Hurts, man. I feel like it was a conspiracy theory against Jalen Hurts too. I feel like they were trying to hate. Was trying to keep him down. That first drive he got in, whoever was in here watching the game, you should remember this. That first drive he got in, he was cooking, he was moving, handed off the ball. Running back tore off for like a 30, 40-yard run. They made a phantom bullshit holding call. Like, man, they trying to hate on my man Hurts, man. But he balled, man. He balled. I like him. I like him. He just gives him a different dynamic, especially when you got a banged up offensive line. Usually defense is gonna come in. We foaming at the mouth. You got a terrible offensive line. You shifting and moving guys around every week. But now with the extra element of that quarterback that can really move, and it's not like Wentz was a statue, but I feel like Hurts already got a better clock. Like Wentz's clock, just for some reason, it's like it wasn't going off.
Man, Hurts been on the side. Hurts been on the sideline looking at that shit. Like, man, shit. When I get in there, it's 1,001, 1,002, and I'm gone. Shit, they was killing that boy Wentz.
That's how you got to be. But Wentz still be back there like, bro. You don't have Lane Johnson and a healthy Jason Peters and Kelsey and that whole who's the big right tackle that they have? One of the best 70. Brandon Brooks. Like you don't have those guys in front of you, man. You can't go back, be that big going through 1, 2, 3 reads every play. So Hurts knows it. He has that clock, and for a defense, like I said, that's an extra element because he can really run and hurt you on the run, and he can throw the ball well, man. I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see him more. I want to give him a fair shot. NFC QB1, my opinion. Already, I said it second because PFF said it first.
Yeah, you tripping on that, but I definitely think he's gonna give him a spark, though. I think it's gonna be a tough decision that they're gonna have to make. I think they'll make it this week. And we'll see. We'll see how he does.
We'll see how he does. But so do you think he's QB1 in the Eagles organization going forward? Is the Hurts era underway?
I think this week would tell it, man. If Wentz comes, if they name Wentz a starter again this week, no, they still believe in him. But I think if
they still believe in him, they just still believe in how much they owe him.
They believe in him, regardless. They believe in him. So, but I think if Jalen Hurts gets in there, man, and starts and plays really, really well, I think it might be the end for Carson Wentz, and possibly, like you kind of mentioned last week. We talked about how much dead money and cap. How are you going to hit the cap next year?
59, yeah.
59. You was talking about him potentially going to the Colts.
Yeah, that's the best landing spot for Carson Wentz. I don't think put him on the bench. He'll never be a starter in the league again. Definitely a bunch of talent. I think he needs to coach. And you thought Doug Peterson, especially being an Andy Reid disciple, was that guy. You saw him have success, win the Super Bowl, but for some reason it's not clicking. He's gotten sacked. I heard a stat last game. He got sacked 3 times or more in 10 straight games.
That's crazy.
That lets me know, without even watching the film, without even watching the game, that is coaching, that's personnel, and that's definitely on the quarterback as well. You don't take 3 sacks in 10 straight games. So something got to shake there, and I think Doug Peterson's going to have another shot. So he's got to make a decision if he continues to ride with Wentz or not. I think his best shot is to land, and it's NFC to AFC too, so you ship him off to another conference. He lands with the Colts, with Frank Wright, with that O-line, with that defense. I wouldn't be surprised if Carson Wentz turned it around.
59, though?
Colts lead the league in cap space. I mean,
I get
really
that.
only owe him that one year, so it's kind of like getting Carson Wentz on the franchise, figuring out if you can turn him around.
I don't think the GM and you, D-Buck, will even sign off on that.
I would have a conversation. I would have a long talk with Frank Wright about Carson Wentz, how he's wired, his true strengths, weaknesses, what he thinks about him, and if it's because you don't have another long-term option at Indy right now. Do you believe in Jacoby? Obviously not. You wouldn't have brought Phillip in. You only signed Phillip on a 1-year deal. You drafted Jacob Eason, who has talent, has arm strength, has some other question marks. Is that your quarterback of the future? You're not going to be picking high in the draft anytime soon. So, Carson Wentz is one of those guys where it's like, shit, you take a chance, see what you got. Possibly.
59.
Possibly. 59 of the things.
Yeah. That's rough.
We'll see. Carson Wentz, not Carson Wentz, but the Eagles have the Saints this upcoming week 14. So I'm going to call it right now. Overreaction Monday. Jalen Hurts.
No way.
Beat the Taysom Hill-led New Orleans Saints next week at Lincoln Field.
Not at all.
Called it. And if that spread is anything less than that, don't bet on that shit I just said. But if that spread is anything higher than 9, 8.5, I'm definitely going with the Eagles to cover though.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah,
Saints on fire right now.
I'm doing that. What other game we had yesterday that we overreacted from?
Sure, let's go to that Miami-Cincinnati game, man, because I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Miami right now.
That was a real chippy one, too.
A real chippy one, but what I like how Miami cleared the bench. I like that because that speaks ball.
Beef flows in front.
Hey, I
Hey
like
man,
that.
come on,
I
man. Y'all gonna
like
stop
that.
doing that bullshit, man.
Hey, I like
Y'all
that.
gonna
I
stop
like
doing
that.
that bullshit because that was the second time he cheap shot at Grant. So you stick like players like that shit, man. When your
Yo,
coach is on the front line, they really out there for you because you know B Flow probably get disciplined by the league for that, and he know that. But you know it is what it is at that point. It was kind of like a
yeah,
little baseball brawl out there.
yeah,
But way before that in the game, who was it? Boy, Xavier Howard and who was the receiver that got booted?
boy.
Boy, yeah. So basically, best
They
player on offense and the
they
best player
should
on defense got
they,
booted, man.
that was BS though. They shouldn't have got
Early,
booed for
weak,
that.
super weak.
Yeah, that was weak. That was weak. But what I like about the Dolphins clearing the bench was that you can tell that they on one accord. Like and what B Flow is preaching over there, what that identity, what that culture is going to be. I love it. I love it. Now
Got to.
the media might say, "Oh, you can't do that. You can't do whatever X, Y, and Z." Nah, as a player, I love to see shit like that where it was no questions asked. Everybody's I'm going to back for my teammate. And like you
Who
said,
wide, re-ride.
yeah, and like you said, with B Flow
Simple.
leading the charge, shit, I'm gonna run through the wall for that man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And you see him playing well, especially on the defensive side of the ball. You know, need more of a consistent running game, and obviously, you know, Tua got to be more consistent too. You know, he was missing some easy throws yesterday. In my opinion, some easy throws got to be better. But that defense, man, and the leadership, you know, with B Flow on down has been great. So you know, shout out to Chris Greer, the GM over there. Miami, big shout out to B Flow, who we talked about earlier. Second on my list for Coach of the Year. Ahead of schedule with that rebuild down in Miami. So I liked it, man. It was good to see. It was good to see a little extra chippiness.
Yeah, I loved it.
Let's
I
talk
loved it.
about the team B Flow came from. The New England Patriots. They went out there. It was a 1.5 point. The Chargers were a 1.5 point favorite over the Patriots yesterday.
That shit got
My
ugly.
dumbass switched from a Patriots pick and I switched to the Chargers.
Bro, like,
Not even thinking about Bill Belichick's history versus rookie quarterbacks.
so you ain't cheating on
Man,
my paper no
45
more.
zip. What you thought, man?
Man, I picked the New England Patriots, man. I don't know what you was thinking, but it looked like one of those old Patriot wins. Defense doing their thing, getting a score on special teams. And you know, again, you know, New England came out and smacked them boys. I don't know what you was thinking.
Man, 45 0.
Or-
Nobody in this chat expected 45 zip.
Nah, but I
And
don't think nobody in the chat expected the Chargers to win though.
Shit, Vegas did. Somebody here. Who else bet on the Chargers? Don't leave me out here by myself. Nah, but I was tripping. I mean, Herbert.
It's good.
Yeah, he's really, really good. And I just looked at the production that Cam was putting out the week before. I'm like, man, I don't know if he'll be able to, you know, put up the points and keep up with Herbert on the scoring side of it. But discounted that discount. Wyatt was with me. Okay, Wyatt Edwards. I was about to say, don't leave me out here by myself. I appreciate you stepping up there for me.
Why you crazy as hell too?
Yep, we in that together, man. But yeah, Belichick did a masterful job, and I believe, in my opinion,
Anthony
he
Lynn.
probably cost Anthony Lynn his job. He probably cost me his job. Lynn, obviously, you know, a lot of one possession losses this year. And when your rookie quarterback is playing that well, as phenomenal as Herbert's been playing, and you can't find a way to win games around him, especially with, you know, you got some talent on defense too. So unfortunately, I was a Lynn guy, especially after watching Hard Knocks, liked him even more. But I think this will be the last year with Lynn.
Damn, does Lynn get another shot?
So it'll take some time. You know how they do black coaches, man. It'll definitely take some time. I think I don't think he's a bad coach. He definitely has some areas of improvement. Definitely made some questionable decisions this year. But I mean, I hope he get another shot. I'm definitely hopeful.
Yeah. But now, so what do you think about the Patriots year, man? It's been been up and down, and then they come out with this 45 none shutout. Like, what do you think? How do you think how they season end?
I think they end right outside of the playoffs looking in. It just that bad skid that they went on. I think it was a 3 or 4 loss streak that might have cost them, because you got Buffalo. Buffalo's been good this year, and then we talked about Miami earlier. So I think both of those teams end up making the playoffs, and then New England the odd team out. But
they don't make their playoffs. So what are you doing at the quarterback position this off season next year? What are you doing?
Oh man, it's pretty much an audition. The rest of the year is an audition pretty much for Cam Newton, Cam and Josh. What's the future there? Because they had a shortened off season. They had a lot of guys opt out before the year. Don't have a bunch of weapons around Cam, so I honestly don't feel like he's getting a fair shake. We know it's not about fairness in this business, but I don't think Cam's getting his fair shake. With you look at his cast of characters that he's throwing to, obviously all professionals, so I respect them, but compared to what other quarterbacks have around the league, it's just and then all those guys that opted out on defense, man, it's tough. It was going to be tough for them to have a good year as a team. But if Cam finishes strong and if you see improvement in certain areas, I wouldn't be shocked if he's back.
Yeah. All right.
I'd be shocked if he's back with a favorable deal.
We'll see.
What about you?
We'll see. I mean, I agree with you as far as how this how season is going to end. Is going to speak volume. It's going to tell a lot. I think it's going to be some deep conversations as far as what they are going to do at that position. But I don't know, man. I think we all, a lot of us are rooting for Cam. Just my honest opinion and my eye test, I just feel as though he's not the same. And then again, it could be, a short off season at that quarterback position. And obviously, going into that offense, you really have to be dialed in and week out, and not being able to have that time with your receivers and with your coach and things of that nature. Zoom is cool, but really sitting down and going over film, that is tough. But just my eye test, and just me keeping it a buck and me keeping it funky, it's just not the Cam that that we're used to seeing. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Like you said, the last couple games this year it will be big for him.
Yeah, it'd be big, man. Like you said, we're definitely pulling for him, man. But we'll see. I definitely hope he get another shot. I think he's deserving of another shot.
Yeah.
But what COVID did with that team, man, you can't never really count them out fully until it's all over and wrapped up.
Said done.
But I wouldn't be surprised if. Let me see the rest of their schedule. Matter of fact, let me see the rest of the Patriots schedule next week. If anybody can throw it in the chat before. All right, so they got ooh, that's a tough one. They got the Rams. So they 6-6 right now.
Yep.
Obviously, the best they can finish is 10-6. So you got the Rams this week, if you're the Patriots, which is a tough out. But we saw how Belichick handled McVay in the Super Bowl. So wouldn't be shocked with a good game there. Then you got the Patriots at the Dolphins.
Another tough one.
Once again, another tough game. Another rookie quarterback, though, so they can definitely win that one. And you got a coach that Belichick is very familiar with, and a coach that's also very familiar with Belichick. Then you got the Dolphins not the Dolphins. Who we got next? Patriots. Bills at the Patriots. Another tough one. Ooh, the boys got some games. And then you got the Jets at the Patriots, which. We all know what time it is there. So tough stretch to end the year.
Sure.
But we'll see. They tried to call the Patriots dead weeks and weeks and weeks ago.
I know I did.
Man. I told you that was you.
Yeah.
Went on Pat's show. Pat and the guys were calling them dead. I tell you, hey, relax, man. Relax. But
I bet they not relaxing in that building.
Nah, hell no. It's especially with that organization. It's Super Bowl or bust every year over there, regardless of who in the building. Standard, it's a standard.
For sure. Hey, let's go on. I think the upset of the day from yesterday.
Oh man, your old squad probably, huh?
Yeah, the Giants and the Seahawks, man. I don't think nobody's seen this coming, but we've been talking about them on the show. The Giants, man, they've been playing hard all year long.
Yeah.
And the past few weeks, man, they putting it together. I know they were my pick to come out of the NFC East. And they leading the division right now.
I copied your paper on that one.
Oh, I mean, shit.
I picked them too.
We're used to that. We're used to that. That's what we do here. But what you think, man?
Man, just great. I mean, Joe Judge is doing a great job right now. You see throughout the team. You see a competitive team every week. You see a tough team, and they're gonna play 60 minutes. So for them to go out there and upset, I mean, Seattle was probably the top 2-3 team in the NFC. Mm-hmm. You upset those guys with a backup quarterback. You got Colt McCoy out there who struggled at the end of last week. Comes out and get a win against this team, man. That's huge, not only for the record, but for the confidence of that team, of that organization from the top down. People who maybe weren't fully bought in are fully bought in now because it's like, all right, and obviously you're in front of a terrible division, so you got all the opportunity in the world. And then he was shout out again to Patrick Graham, one of my old coaches. He was one of my coaches in New England when I was there, defensive coordinator for the Giants now. I mean, that defense, man, they are playing great. They've been playing great all year.
I wanted to touch on that, holding Seattle to 12 points. Mm-hmm. And like you said, the young boy, Peppers playing well, Bradbury playing well.
Bradbury's playing day one, lockdown.
Yeah, the front, they're getting after it, man. So it's a good thing to see, man, especially, like I said, me being there last year and just seeing what was going on. It was a tough year. So to see those guys out there playing well, like you said, at the top of the NFC East, man, and I think they are going to finish the year off strong. And then again, we always talk about it's all about momentum. It's about momentum. And once you get in that show, that regular season crap is in the rear view. So if you go into the offs, man, with some momentum, anything can happen.
The Giants, I think was the Giants a wild card team both times they won it.
They won
so the Giants, they know as an organization, they're having that Patriot leadership there. Patriots, Giants in the Super Bowl.
You a damn fool.
Overreaction. I must take that loud this morning, man. But yeah, that's that I'm really, really liking what I'm seeing from the Giants. A pleasant surprise. So now, do you agree with my Saquon Barkley take? How do you feel about Saquon now? Once he's back healthy, I say trade him, get as much as you possibly can while his value is high. What do you say?
I'm still on the fence on that one, D. But I definitely see where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Where dealing with this injury, you still can get a lot for him. But I just say, you got this culture that you're trying to build, that you're trying to shift. You got a defense that's playing well. You add him back into that mix. You got some on the hands. But hey, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know, man. This and I believe they have the O-line coach that was fired from the Colts and had the Colts O-line the best in the league, but it was some stuff that was going on. Kind of a guy who, rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But I believe that's the guy. I think his name's Dave something. He got the O-line playing much better.
Shout out to the young boy Wayne Goldman. He you
know what I mean?
Taking advantage of his opportunity.
Facts.
He's playing well. Alfred Morris, I think he had 2 tugs yesterday.
Alfred Morris, NFC East legend.
Yeah, so we'll see, man. That's definitely a good take, man. Maybe
it's a conversation to have.
That's definitely a conversation to have. So
yeah, that was man, that upset. That was wild.
That was surprising.
That was wild. That was a 10.5. They were 10.5 point underdog.
So what do you
10.5 point underdogs?
What do you say about Seattle now? Like pretenders or contenders?
I mean, it's hard for me to call Russell Wilson, aka Mr. Unlimited, a pretender, but it's
We
look
not
that shit
calling
looking
him.
real.
We not calling him.
He
a
the leader of
pretender.
the team. He the leader of the team, unquestioned.
That team.
Man, but Russ put up 12 points yesterday, man. That's some pretender ass shit. Cause you seen some teams, even the teams facing adversity like the Saints. You gotta take some healing. They didn't want 9 straight up. Is it 9 straight?
I think
However
10.
many straight.
I think they say it was 10 without Breeze.
Yeah, so I mean, and then you got A-Rod looking like he right neck and neck in that MVP race with Pat Mahomes. I think it's a two head race right now, 2-man race.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can't necessarily call them pretenders because I still think they still top 4 in the NFC. So I still say Seattle Seahawks are contenders for sure. Definitely still contenders in my book. Okay. What say you?
Oh, I say they contenders, man. But this loss and the way they lost, scratching my head.
But I feel it.
We'll see.
Speaking on the way they lost, you watched the end of that Houston Texans Indianapolis Colts game.
I did.
That was a wild ending. Guys came out. I feel like defense didn't play great. And Deshaun Watson is a phenomenal talent. If you're really talking about most valuable player for real, he should be in that conversation as well with the season he's having with that team around him. Mm-hmm. But great win for the Colts at this point in the season. I believe they're 8-4 too. Yeah. My boy Kenny Moore went out there and got a phenomenal pick, playing violent through the hands, knocked Brandon Cooks out. I'm concerned a little bit with Brandon Cooks' health too. It's a lot of concussions.
Man. Yeah.
I'm concerned with him, but great win for the Colts, man. What you thought about that one?
Yeah, like you said, good win, man. They needed that with Tennessee losing. They're in a great spot, man. They're in a great spot, and we kind of been talking about all year with the defense flying around. I love the style of play, so I'm happy to see it.
And my guy who we've been talking about on this show too, the Ghost, One Trey. Yeah. He step into that NRG stadium.
He go crazy.
They got to hang his shit up. They got to put his shit up in the rafters the same way the Heat retired Jordan jersey. I don't know why we got Jordan jersey in our rafters, but the Houston Texans might as well adopt that and just put that 13 Colts jersey up in the rafters right next to Andre Johnson's.
What was his numbers like yesterday?
Shit, he went over 100 for the first time since I believe December 2018 when Luck was still the quarterback. Went over 100. Yeah. I think he was like 11 for like 111 maybe in a touchdown.
I'm about to see right now.
Yep. And then we talked about matter of fact, shout out to while we on this game.
8
shout
for
out
110.
to Jonathan. 8 for 110?
Yeah, 8 for 110. He had 11 targets. 11
targets. Okay.
Yeah.
So shout out to John J. Jonathan, who's a faithful listener. He asked a question last when was that? Friday when I went live when you're on vacation, but he asked him a question about would the Colts break Deshaun Watson's streak.
Mm-hmm.
And, at the time, he had 210 consecutive passes coming into the game without throwing a pick. So shout out to John J. I threw you up on the page, on the Twitter, on the Instagram. So good
John
question,
J.
man. Good
what
question. Appreciate you. He's still out here. Hold on, he got another comment. Let me see. Y'all, y'all like the stream. Go subscribe to the podcast. Leave some reviews. Love to hearing the feedback, man.
Tell a friend, man. Get them in here.
We here with y'all. We still new in this game. We rookies in this game, man. This is our first year, so we learning with y'all. We moving with y'all. So it's definitely criticism is appreciated. We've been getting criticized our whole life. But is it disrespectful to call Kenny Moore the best slot cornerback in NFL at this point? He's proven to be one of the best cornerbacks, period. I agree. 1,000%.
I don't think it's disrespectful though to call him the best slot corner because that's one of the hardest positions on the field, really. So
and that's a full-time. That's a starting full-time starting position. Like it's not the NFL of 10, 15 years ago. Like your slot cornerback, your nickel cornerback, and it was starting to become like this when I was in the league. like that's a start on you. Like that player is more important sometimes than a Will linebacker or Sam or a lot of other players on that team. So definitely not disrespectful to call him the best slot corner, the best slot defender in the game, which I think he is. He's also a great defensive back on the corner on the outside as well. But Kenny Moore, man, he does everything. He tackles, he communicates, he blitzes, he makes plays on the ball. I love Kenny Moore, man. I work with him, as a client. So we go over film. We talk about things on and off the field, man. Great in the community. I love everything about Kenny Moore, man. He's one of those guys, when he got paid, that's one of those things that is good for the culture, because he was one of those guys who undrafted, did it the right way, got it out the mud, got his money, and then he was an example for everybody else in that locker room. When you look at Chris Ballard and what type of guys are paid, me and AB talk about that a lot on this show. That's important. So big ups to Kenny Moore, man.
For sure, man. Bro. Keep doing your thing. Keep leading them boys.
Absolutely. So let's get to some of these questions, man. Oh, unless you want to talk, we got any more games we need to hit?
I got one game. I'm disappointed in the Rams and in the Cardinals, man. I'm disappointed in the Cardinals, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. The Rams are playing good. They're playing really good ball right now. Real good football, man. But I'm trying to get Arizona over that hump, man. But every time I try to get them over that hump,
I feel you.
They catch that L. But their division right now it's tough at the top right now. You got the Rams, Cardinals, and the Seahawks.
It's tough 1 through 4.
1 through. Yeah. So
tough 1 through 4, and all 4 of those teams could be a playoff team. But like you said, can Arizona get over that hump? Can they be consistent? Can they, even losing that game last week against the Patriots?
Yeah.
I thought it was a suspect call at the end with that Isaiah Simmons hit, but since that Hail Mary is kind of, they've been kind of downhill. It's Kyler Murray fully healthy. It's some question marks, but yeah, I definitely feel you on that. I was high on them coming into the season. But yeah, I think the Rams right now are kind of they're looking like the best team in that division going into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Going down this stretch.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's tap in some of these questions.
Wait, one more real quick. That Denver that night game, the Denver Chiefs game.
Shout out to Honey Badger.
Shout out to the Badger, man.
2 of them things.
Shout out to the Badger, man. He made me look so good, man. I went on PFF last week and they put me on the spot, man. If I had one DB to pick to start a team, who was the DB? I'm like, man, it took me a couple times. I'm like, Honey Badger, what he do, not only just on the field, but as far as leadership wise and the locker room, what he brings to a team. And then I ended it with, and when you need a play, you need a splash play, he's usually the guy that makes it. And lo and behold, he got the game closing, his second interception of the game last night. So 3-2, keep doing what you're doing, man. Definitely gonna have you on the show.
For sure.
This season, hopefully, man. But shout out to the Badger, man, showing the importance of the DBs.
Damn right.
Yeah, right. But I did bet on the Broncos to cover that spread. So if you don't listen to the podcast Saturday night before Sundays, you better start, because I definitely got that one for you. Bet on the Jaguars to cover their spread against the Vikings too. But what else we got, man? Whoa. Oh, I thought that was,
man.
I'll be breaking fake news in here.
What they talking about?
Nah, I saw somebody say Louis Riddick, GM of the Eagles.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
Howie Roseman ain't going nowhere.
Mayweather. Mayweather.
I think that Mayweather Logan Paul shit cap. I don't think that shit gonna happen.
You don't think it's true?
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's all publicity stunt. And if it is happening, Floyd might be. I don't know. What we got? You see any good questions?
I'm looking now. It's just been
up to the top.
It's been a lot in the comments today.
Mm-hmm. Y'all active today, man. Appreciate y'all.
For sure.
Let's see what y'all got. Throw in a couple. What we got? We got a good 10 piece. Should get some good ones.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, my fault. Wyatt Edwards, my guy who was betting with me yesterday with the Chargers, man. Is Eberflus going to get a head coaching gig at the end of the season. As a Colts fan, I hope he stays, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I think it really depends on how he interviews, man.
Yeah.
You know, how he does in them interviews. He'll definitely get some looks, you know, what he's done with the Colts. You know, not only this year, but last year, since he's been there. He's been a great, you know, I think they wanted to keep him, and a lot of the Dallas fans wanted to keep him there, but you know, they went a different direction. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got a head coaching job, but it depends on, you know, how he interviews, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Alex Cash. Will this year's Coach of the Year race be the most competitive we've seen in years? I believe so. I think, like D-Bus said earlier, man, we kind of agreed last week on the top three. Tomlin, you know, 11-0. Yep. B-Flow, what they doing in Miami is remarkable.
Ahead of schedule, couple years ahead of schedule. Yep.
Yeah. And then out there in Cleveland, what they sitting at? What they 83, 9-3?
9-3. Yep.
9-3. So I think those are the top three right now. So I don't think you can go wrong with any one of those.
Agreed. He threw his top five in there too. Tomlin, LaFleur, Wright, Joe Judge. I wouldn't think Wright was in there this year.
And I wouldn't
put
say
Matt LaFleur in there either.
And I wouldn't put Joe Judge in, not as Coach of the Year. Now they're doing some great things, but
Joe Judge could walk them boys down a little bit if they win this division like we picked them to. Because I don't think anybody expected this out of the Giants this year, especially when they lost Saquon. So yeah. I wouldn't. The Joe Judge could be in the top 5. I can say that, but he's definitely not cracking that top 3. In my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Van Albright just spit some truth. Appreciate you, man. All caps.
Man, I appreciate it, brother.
Right there, man. Real rap right there. What else we got?
Right here. Who you got coming out the NFC to the Super Bowl? Max E. What's up?
Max E.
If you have money on it.
Oh shit. If I have money, if I gotta put 100 on one team right now, man, I'm gonna have to go with Green Bay Packers.
I'm with you. I thought you were about to say the Saints.
Oh, Saints, that defense. Thank you, baby. That defense, the same. I trust that defense. I trust everything else more, but that quarterback, man. My guy, D Strong. Shout out my dog, D Strong in the building. Yeah, I'm with that. Green Bay, man. Green Bay is my pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Coming out. Yeah. Who you got? Green Bay too?
I'm gonna go Green Bay.
Yeah. Stop copying off my paper, bro.
Man, bro, you was about to say the Saints until you see me looking at you like, bro, don't say that dumb shit.
You know I ain't about to say the Saints. I don't trust Drew Brees like that. I think Drew Brees overrated. Oh, there we go. Hold up.
Y'all post some more questions in here before we get up out of here.
Yes, sir.
D-Buck got that
I just gotta take a 2-minute break.
That weak ass camera.
Camera's still on.
Jimmy Dean.
Faithful.
Do Cowboys draft a quarterback or re-sign Dak? They're gonna re-sign Dak.
Probably both. They smart.
Yeah. Van Albright asked, you taking any calls from teams?
For me?
Yeah, as far as I know you probably talking about front office, like coaching in front office.
You know what I'm doing? I'm doing consulting like I talked about with Kenny earlier. I consult players, some coaches too, and I actually have got some calls, got reached out to by some teams to work with some front office people. But no real, offers like that. But I got some good relationships with some GMs and some people that, do some things. So we'll see. But honestly, to be real with you, it'll have to be a great situation because these last 9 months, with the family, spending more time with that, and it'll be hard to me really dedicate those type of hours and energy into a building again when I can get so much done from home, I can, consult with guys on different teams, so it'll have to be a perfect situation. But I would love being in the front office, really, really making some moves, not only for myself, but for the other people. Yeah, for the other people of other black guys, man, that I can help put in position who deserve shots. So it's a possibility, but damn sure ain't playing no more. It's a wrap for that.
Well,
I ain't that old. I can get out there and play now, especially with the shit I'm watching. Shout out to my daughter Maya, brought me this tea.
We ain't even talk about this. The Detroit Lions, probably first time any Lions had a winning record.
Hey, this is so. Yeah, that Lions win. They messed up a parlay ticket too. I picked the bum ass Bears. I deserve everything I get when I bet with the Bears or the Falcons. But what we talked about this on the show too, man. When the coach gets fired, 9 times out of 10 that team gonna come out there and win following game, and that's why Adam Gase still has his job, because you saw when the Texans got fired, Texas coach got fired, they came out and won. Atlanta coach got fired, came out and won. So once again, boneheaded bet by me. But shout out to the Lions fans, man. It's y'all year.
And I bet against that shit too, man. I bet with the Bears. Man,
yeah, that was man. They had 3 points too. I thought they was gonna figure something out, but I mean, it was a lose betting on that game.
No,
they had to bet on the Lions or bet on the Bears. So shit.
Real talk, yeah.
It is what it is. Frank, you only thought white folks drank tea? Damn. Frank Castle, I thought only white folks drank tea. Nah, man. We like
I wasn't a Starbucks fan, but shit, I done found me something at Starbucks. I get that mocha
medicine ball
and green tea.
Oh, okay. I like that medicine ball, man.
Yeah.
Take out the water though. Straight lemonade.
What's in that? What's in that?
Shit, I don't know. That shit good though. Yeah. Shit definitely good. I had to get my coffee is a caramel macchiato.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee.
And then you ain't drink coffee when you was in the league?
Nah.
I had to, bro, because I couldn't do the dip. A lot of guys did dip. Couldn't do the dip.
You ain't get that rest. You ain't get that rest at night.
Yeah, I wasn't getting enough rest. That's one thing. Probably to not my 6-7 year in the league, but sunflower seeds was a must to stay up in the meetings. But in the mornings, getting in that building, I had to get that coffee, man. I put about 3-4 sugars in that joke too. But I stopped drinking coffee as much. So I stick to the tea, and but yeah. All right. Oh, it's a good question too. Hey, Eastside, you did put me on. You did put me on the medicine ball. I gotta give you that. I gotta give you that.
You stay stealing somebody out
Shout
there.
Out, nah, man. We work together. We work together. So that's she's been working with me. Helped me a whole lot to get that Walter Payton Man of the Year award when I was in Indianapolis. So shout out to Go2E Management. Works with a lot of guys, represents the Forrest Buckner right now on the coach. So shout out to East. Definitely put me on.
That's
for sure. Hold on. I had a comment though that I saw. Let me go and hop off so y'all can go check out Pat McAfee just went live, just got on. I'll be on Pat's show actually at 125 today as well. But Matt Forte blasted the Bears yesterday. That's good.
I missed that.
Man-to-man pod alum.
Alex he was talking about the Bears when he was on the podcast earlier this year.
About that.
Yeah,
he was hot about that. I think AB you going on Pat's show soon? I think.
All right. We'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna be. Damn, I just saw something, man. It was a good ass question. But shit, we'll see, man. Appreciate y'all, man, tuning in again.
As always.
Definitely need that. Ashley, we need to pay. They need to pay for that Starbucks endorsement. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Call. Shout out to Marley Coffee. Rohan Marley, man. Go get you some Marley Coffee.
Sure.
Man. All right, so I really had a question that I wanted to answer, but I guess I have to get back to. Oh, this is what it was. Ace Boogie. Why does kickoff team run into the end zone on fair catches? To look good on film or just because they're out there?
Nah,
Go
I
ahead,
know.
tell them why, B.
I know a lot of times they be having a little thing in the special teams meeting, like the first one across the goal line, because obviously you want, a lot of times it's the perception that you put out there on the film that the other teams, sees. I know sometimes you be like, okay, that's BS, but they do be having a little thing in the special teams room. They get points, like point system, like if you get a tackle, you get forced fumble, first one across the line or whatever. So that's kind of what you're seeing out there when those guys are running through the end zone.
Yep. Yeah, it's better be there too. Don't be the last one. You want to be the first. Some people keep that, point system and all that. So, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But all right, DB, head coach, GM, play callers for the Texans. I take that. I like Texas. No income state tax too. Like Houston, it's a vibe.
Just sign me up, man. Just assistance to the head coach, man.
Hey, man, I got you. Whatever you want to do, man, I got you. Just stay away from my quarterbacks. If you don't know what the hell you be talking about with that.
Hey, you tripping.
Woo! But hey, man, we'll be back. We got an episode for y'all Wednesday with a special guest. Our first female guest should be a big one. I'm excited for it. Wednesday, I think I'll be on Jim Rome this Wednesday too. But hey, keep rocking with us, man. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Another episode in the books. Overreaction Monday.
Yes, sir.
One half of the Man to Man Pod, Darius Butler. And my co-host Antoine Bethea.
Yo.
And we out.
Peace.